The NBA Season 9 2022 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
And welcome. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Here, Jay, in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Come on, Ed. Can I say it, please? All right, if you must.
Yes. Trust the process.
It has been quite a process to get to this point. Jay, they have a squad here in Philadelphia. The opening tip is won by Dallas. To Luka Doncic. Joel Embiid tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
has a chance. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
That's what happens when you don't force shots. They were patient, they used almost the entire shot clock, and at the end, they got a wide open look.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Hardaway. Tobias Harris pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
James Harden trying to cash in. To Dinwiddie. Now a steal by Philly.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
4-3. Yes.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Danny Green. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His team up by 1. Joel Embiid rejects it. Harden with it up top. He'll run the offense. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen. To Hardaway. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening. Five seconds to shoot. Hardaway. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Danny Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Dinwiddie into the front court. Leads just a point. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Harden trying to take it to the basket, but his shot stays out.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Tim Hardaway Jr., 2 of 4 now.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
The shot rejected by Doncic. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Lets it fly from long range. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Brett Brown wants a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Drives, but a shot won't go down. Hardaway to Dinwiddie. Trying to cash in. Not that time. Danny Green to Harden. Spencer Dinwiddie sends it away. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. Jordan. Here's a chance from long range.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Oops. He missed the first one. It's a second. One more coming. Dallas with the possession. Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Probing the defense. Screen coming. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. Jordan. To Danny Green. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Over to the right side. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Leads 5 to Luka Doncic. Good look that time, but off the mark. Short jumper misses.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
To Luka Doncic. Has a look. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is the difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. To Hardaway. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away. To Luka Doncic. Gets to the basket and scores.
Here's what's brilliant about Luka Doncic. Everybody thinks that you need to be fast or be able to ISO somebody and create your own shot with your speed or your athleticism or your explosiveness. That is not the case. Doncic is 6'8", 230 pounds. Put that smaller guard on your hip, post him up, walk him down, shoot shots over the top. If you have an uncanny style of play, that game can reward you a ton in this league.
Tim Hardaway Jr. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
He made his first effort, but not that time. Harden with the basketball. His guys currently down by 13. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Beyond the arc for three. Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time. Brett Brown wants a timeout. His guys have flat out sleepwalked. It's been a brutal first quarter.
The next step in the process for a great team or a great coach, going into the second quarter, this game is now 0-0. If I were the coaching staff, I would mark this game down at 0-0 and keep track of where we stood at the end of the second quarter. Because in order to be a great team, you need to continue to build in that lead and play with the same hunger as if we were down or if the game was even.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Philadelphia with the basketball. And the finish. Jay, it counts for two, but that was pretty.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen. Barea matched up with Harden. It's Harden with the rebound. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Powell, Harden's on him. Nothing going here on that drive. From long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Tobias Harris. Fires the three. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
And the finish at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And finishes strong. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Brunson. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Count the basket at the rim.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
To Brunson. And the finish. Jay, Euro stepping for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
I got ball.
Harden to Millsap. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Brunson. Here comes the screen. Paul Millsap able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Number 41. I got ball.
And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Can't connect on the first free throw.
Game for the Dallas Mavericks. Number 77.
the second after missing the first. Here's Barea. Lead stands at 10. Well, you can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Tobias Harris. That's his first personal foul. The 76ers are now
To
serving.
Luka Doncic. Fires the three, and the rebound taken down by Harris. And a nice finish at the rim.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
That misses with a second to go. That's it for the first quarter. The Mavericks have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Team reaches 100 points and wins.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia.
Free pizza.
Dwight Powell sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
For three, textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Draws the contact, and Jordan will go to the line to shoot two.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
DeAndre Jordan at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Barea, defended by Tolliver. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Cashes in for two.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Dallas owns the basketball. Great dish to set it up. And throws it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Here we go. I got him.
To Harden. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
To Brunson. Going to launch beyond the arc. Harden with the rebound. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down. To Harden. 4-3. Now that's a contest.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Brunson. Shot clock winding down. Has a chance. Deep two there, won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Mavericks with the basketball. To Brunson. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 11, Tim Hardaway Jr. Stepping in for Philadelphia.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. Knocked loose. Mavs have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Count the bucket for two.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lee with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Doncic to Lee. A drive, but he can't get it to go. Add 2 points to the board.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
To Hardaway. And it's Jordan there to handle the rebound. Mavericks with the possession. Lee to Luka Doncic. Probing the defense. Doncic to Hardaway. Tim Hardaway Jr. 4 out of 7.
Old school equals high percentage.
And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Lee. To Luka Doncic. Lets it fly from long range. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Cruises inside for two.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Hardaway. To Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. Doncic. And finishes strong.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Lee with the basketball. Leads a bucket. Doncic. To Hardaway. Tim Hardaway Jr. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going in.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
In the game for the Mavericks, number 23,
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Hardaway to Luka Doncic. To Embiid. Harris goes to the left side. Nothing going here on that drive. Danny Green to Tobias Harris. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Harden. He engulfed him that time. Burke with it. Lead is 2. To Hardaway. That's toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Tobias Harris. Huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Hardaway to Lee. Here comes the screen.
Coming right.
5 to shoot. Lee to Luka Doncic. The shot clock expires. Substitution being made in this one.
subbing in for the Dallas Mavericks, number 7, Dwight Powell.
Harden to Tobias Harris. Harden. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Embiid. Harden. To Danny Green. Here's a chance from long range. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Lee with the basketball. Leads 4. To Hardaway. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Doncic. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Doncic to Hardaway. Here comes the screen.
In the second quarter.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Sixers control it. Harden. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Lee with the basketball. Leads 5. To Hardaway. Could not throw it down. To Danny Green. And scores. Strong take.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
Lee with the basketball. Leads 3. To Hardaway.
second quarter.
Lee to Hardaway. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. Harden. Wide open look, won't go.
And I'm telling you right now that the defense is playing with fire right here. If they keep giving up open looks, they will not have the lead eventually.
From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tim Hardaway Jr. Time for some new personnel into the game. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away. The monster stuff.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
And the slam.
That's a big time finish. That's a big time finish. The assist from number 7, Dwight Powell.
That misses with a second to go. First half in the books. It's the Mavericks with the lead.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Mavericks are in a close game thus far. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Dallas Mavericks. The 76ers are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Blocks.
Very physical basketball in the first half from these squads. Lots of block shots and some great defensive intensity.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Sixers have the basketball. Take stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. To the basket is Harden, but his shot's no good. It's good.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Driving right to the basket. Can't get past the defender. Hardaway to Dinwiddie. Count it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Luka Doncic slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lays it up and in.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Doncic. Knocked loose. Doncic. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Dwight Powell with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Doncic to Hardaway. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
It's a big finish. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Joel Embiid swats it. Fourth this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Luka Doncic. Dinwiddie matched up with Harden. Deep left corner. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Dinwiddie. Hardaway. From long range, he missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. To Hardaway. Doncic. To Hardaway. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Harris to Danny Green. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board. Dinwiddie into the front court. The lead is 11. To Luka Doncic. Screen coming. Doncic. The drive, right to the basket. Tobias Harris tips it, and they pounce. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Danny Green pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
That won't go. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. He gets it. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Has a look. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Luka Doncic. Down low for Powell. Throws it down.
Well, some players just have that innate ability to let the game reveal itself. And that's the patience that Doncic has. He also has the height at 6'8". He can see over smaller defenders to make that easy pass.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
He got through traffic with ease, but if you're going to fully collapse the defense, you're going to leave wide open three-point shooters.
Dallas has it. Doncic. Easy path to the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Here comes the screen. To Luka Doncic. He's looking for that touch.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
The assist from number 33, Tobias Harris.
To Hardaway.
Right.
To Danny Green. And the Mavs able to clear the rebound. To Dinwiddie. Has a chance, and he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is a new age triple threat. It does 2 things. Number 1, it creates distance in a hurry. Number 2, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of the shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. It's that time. Rick Carlisle going to his bench. Try from the baseline, but it won't go down. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Trying to cash in. Berea shot, no good. To Harden. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Dallas with the possession. Now a steal by Philly.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Here's Barea, up 5. Shot from the lane won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player... Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Shifting gears, here come some substitutions. Danny Green to Harden. Short jumper misses.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Fires the 3 and knocks it down. Jay, the defender, tough to gamble that time beyond the arc.
It is extremely prevalent right now for three-point shooters because of the skill set at every position is that versatile. Even your 5s and 4s can knock down 3s at a high clip.
It's a world of great three-point shooters and great three-point shooting teams. Harden fires the 3, can't go down. Smothering defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Bullock against Harden. Here comes the screen. Deep 2 there, won't go. To Tobias Harris. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Harris to Danny Green for 3. Danny Green is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Knocks down the second free throw. And he hits all 3 free throws. Burke with it. Leads 5. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. And he buries it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Defense! Defense, let's go!
Has a look. Bullock can't connect. Third quarter comes to an end. The Mavericks have the lead. Dallas with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Driving right to the basket. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Harden. Almost, but no good. Here's Barea. Lead stands at 7. Deep right corner. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Dallas owns the basketball. Sizing up the defense. And stuffs it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Stuffs it down with authority. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Able to convert inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Harden. 4-3. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. And look out. Big finish at the rim. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Has a chance? Not that time. Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Burke with it. Up by 6. Down low for Powell. Screen coming. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Harden in possession. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. And counted at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Mavericks with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Dinwiddie. Harden's on him. Curling inside. Paul Millsap rejects it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Millsap. Brunson. Dallas with 4 to shoot. To Brunson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Brunson forced that one. Well defended. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Got it.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Harris to Harden. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Harden into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Nothing going here on that drive. Danny Green to Harden. The drive right to the basket. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First try, no good.
For the Dallas Mavericks, number 11, Tim Hardaway Jr. And number 77.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Hardaway. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Luka Doncic. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic slams it down.
Here's what's brilliant about Luka Doncic. Everybody thinks that you need to be fast or be able to ISO somebody and create your own shot with your speed or your athleticism or your explosiveness. That is not the case. Doncic is 6'8", 230 pounds. Put that smaller guard on your hip, post him up, walk him down, shoot shots over the top. If you have an uncanny style of play, that game can reward you a ton in this league.
Harden can't connect.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Luka Doncic. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Harden lets it fly from long range.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one, count it. And he hits the second. Whoops, that won't go. Hardaway. And that's going to get out of bounds. So the Mavericks will keep the possession. Doncic Driving right to the basket. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Paul Millsap at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. To Hardaway. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Luka Doncic. And the finish. Slam dunk.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Doncic. To Hardaway. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Trying to cash in, and he drains it.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Millsap. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Here's a chance from long range. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Tobias Harris. Beyond the arc for 3. Knocks down the first. Missed the middle one. One more coming.
Number 4, Spencer Dinwiddie.
To Luka Doncic. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Danny Green. Pass stolen by the Mavericks. Spencer Dinwiddie above the rim.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted second round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
To Dinwiddie. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Tobias Harris snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
No good. Defense catching a break there. Hardaway to Dinwiddie. Runner here won't go. From long range. Off the mark. To Hardaway. Tobias Harris sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Harden. Fires the three. Cleans it up. And the rebound belongs to the Mavericks. To Hardaway. No, I missed a short one there. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. To Tobias Harris. Fires the three. He was all over him. To Hardaway. On the shot clock for the Mavs. Shot from the lane won't go. The shot rejected by Doncic. The victory to the Mavericks as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Mavericks got the win in a nail-biter. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The 76ers lost a tight one today. And you can see the disappointment. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup. Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great
Game
athlete.
4-7 Detroit Pistons 1-3-4
off
Orlando Magic 1-2-0 final.
Days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Game 4-7 Toronto Raptors 1-0-3 Los Angeles Clippers 1-0-0 Final. Game 4-7 Milwaukee Bucks 1-3-5 Sacramento Kings 1-2-6 Final. Game 4-7 Chicago Bulls 1-1-0 Utah Jazz 1-2-5 Final. Game 4-7 Oklahoma City Thunder 1-2-0 San Antonio Spurs 1-2-2 Final.